Everyone, welcome back to Cindy Rainbow channel. Do you know our secret the government is printing money now when you are sleeping? Oops, I know most of you guys knew it early, but how much would it impact on the economy and our lives? No one has ever told you how much the government printing money would affect our lives to a certain extent. In this video, let's discuss and review the secret together. Isn't it pleasant? Today, we will discuss the topic of QE, quantitative easing.
Let's go boom, 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 boom.
Will money be the same as waste paper in the future, like Zimbabwe? A pile of money can only be exchanged for a slice of bread. Oh
my God!
Now let's explain QE from economic perspective. Understanding quantitative easing means printing a whooping money. It sounds good. We are all being spread money. Is quantitative easing the same as helicopter money? Everyone has a chance to get money. Many people will definitely say that printing money is not a good thing. Because every time when printing money, the government will give us subsidies when it's the most difficult time of pandemic. Look like last year JobKeeper and this year COVID-19 disaster subsidies, which time didn't come out from the government. However, it actually is your wealth accumulated by hard work day and night is evaporating.
Man, I worked so hard for this, man. You know?
Because it is obviously doomed to put together with the terrific and whooping money printed by the money printing machine operated by Ministry of Finance. So you say, who is creating wealth faster? Right. Government put the money in your left pocket into your right pocket. Brilliant and thoughtful people such as who are watching the video would want to know how to put the more money from the government into your right pocket. For example, do everything possible to apply for subsidies on the government website and buy more assets you can. But you also need to make a rational judgment and control risk reasonably. Of course, you need to find some specialists to help. Nice, like me on the screen. Gotcha? So, what percentage of our money has been evaporated? First, let us see the public information from the Reserve Bank of Australia. The announcement on 3rd November 2020 of 100 billion bonds purchase program to lower long-term yield. The announcement on the 2nd February 2021 said the Reserve Bank will purchase an additional 100 billion of the government bonds under the bond purchase program, and the announcement on the 6th July 2021 said the Reserve Bank will purchase government bonds at the rate of 4 billion per week until at last 11 November 2021, and that Australia government bond yield target would thereafter pay to the April 2024 bond. Let's calculate the total QE of official data currently is at least 100 plus 100 plus 4 billion per week multiplied by 4 months equals 264 billions. Please remember the number. It will be useful later. Let me check another part of the data, gross financial wealth per adult in Australia. Australia ranks the 7th with more than 260,000 US dollar, equivalent to 360,000 Australian dollar in Australia dollar per capita assets. Answer the question after reading data. Excluding the normal inflation brought by the economy upward trend, their third wave of QE will directly bring about 3.6 added by original 1.8 inflation in the early 2021. The inflation rate definitely will reach 5.4%. As long as the data is true and reasonable, it means the good price will continue to rise, and the gap between rich and the poor Australian will widen rapidly in these 2 years, and it will be reversible. Don't imagine the house price will fall sharply. It's like 10 years later, once the global temperature rises by 1.5 degrees, there is no possible of drop. For detail, please click the previous episode of zero interest rate, which has a detailed explanation. you need to understand what the country considers is whether overall economic environment has recovered and whether the economy is moving forward. If you still have no idea about the relationship between the QE and the money in your pocket, I will tell you directly. Another calculation result is diluted money accounts for 18% of annual GDP, and the GDP of Australia in 2021 is estimated is 1.37 trillion. That is, your assets have been diluted by 18% in this year. Yeah, for example, if you earn 100,000 this year, which is actually equivalent to 82,000 in previous year, does it make sense? It means 18% of your income in this year has evaporated in disguise. If you don't know how to manage your finance responsibly, your money would be diluted irreversibly.
Absolutely crushed. Absolutely crushed. Yes! Again!
It's not funny. The wave of the price increase directly due to QE not over, and this year it would still have the third new QE launched with public data. The subsequent trend needed to adjust according to Australia government market regulation and the market investor confidence. We just analyzed with you how much we are actually affected by QE. Next, what happens if QE fails in the future 10 years? Of course, I hope it wouldn't happen. First, if central bank increase the money supplies continuously, it can create a hyperinflation. Good price will be very expensive and people are unwilling to consume. The second scenario is for central bank. Its quantitative easing strategy may cause inflation without intended economic growth, called stagflation. It means that both institutions, small and medium-sized enterprises, or individual investor has lost confidence in market and do not want to apply for loan with bank. Moreover, it lead to increased money supply created by quantitative easing does not work. The third potential negative consequence of quantitative easing is that it can devalue the domestic currency. While a devalued currency can help domestic manufacturing because exported goods are cheaper in the global market, a falling currency value makes import more expensive. It can increase the cost of production and the customer price level. So smart, you should already have understand where the Australian government is now. Thank you for being with me all the way. I'm Cindy Rainbow. I hope everyone who watch my video will have a prosperous future. Today, I also have a benefit to you, a report of secret purchase in emerging markets. Please send me the title to my email. I will as soon as to send you back. See you next time.